Hi, this is Linda, and I'm continuing my series explaining American English. Remember, I have another series I'm doing at the same time called Beginning American English, but this is continuing explaining American English. It's the section on building American English sentences, and in that series will be lesson 6. I'm calling it A because I'm dividing it into two in order to talk about all 5 verb forms. That's such an important topic, and we will be using it in the future many times. That's why I made this poster, so that I can refer to it in the future. I know it's too small. I've got larger sheets to talk about it with you, but we will be using this idea. Verbs are the heart of every language. Verbs plus vocabulary, you can usually say almost anything. So, by the way, some of you have suggested that I use a microphone, and I have ordered one and it came. However, it needs an adapter, so I had to order it, and it is delayed twice. It's not here. So I didn't want to wait any longer to give you this. But in the future, after 6A and 6B, there will be a better microphone. Yay! Okay, back to our lesson. Now I'm going to start with this middle section to explain why we have the 5 forms. It's because of where it fits in time. So look at this poster, and you see this red line, that's the timeline. The verb forms fit on the timeline somewhere. Verb form 1 and verb form 2, which goes with he, she, or it, mean it could happen in the future, or now, or in the past. It's on the timeline, and it could be anywhere, and I'm not telling you when. It's somewhere for 1 and 2. Now I put over here 1 again because that same form, number 1, is used for future. So after now, future, it will be there. But see the arrow? Is going a long time into the future. I'm not telling you when, it's just in the future. Okay. Then form 3 is right now. It's just in that one spot, so I put a dot there. It's not on a line like these are. It's a dot right there. 4 in the past can be a definite time in the past, so I put a dot. 5 is a stretched out time. Sometime before, right now it happened. Way back there, could be here and here and here and here. I don't know, it's just before now. So 5 is a stretched out past, 4 is a more specific past, 3 is right now, 2 and 1 are any time. The verb doesn't tell you. I can add other things to it to tell you, but the verb itself doesn't tell you. And it happens to have 2 forms. Now when I get down to future, I don't put the S like I do on this 2, but the he and the she and the it still use the first form. But for any time, we have 2 different forms. I don't know why. I'm sorry, we do. Okay, so that's the timeline. If you can keep that in mind, it may help you. Now let's look at the 5 forms. This one goes with this one over here. This is number 1, which does not have a specific time. Verb by itself does not tell when. I put this into a little chanting, sing-songy little series of sentences so that you can practice it that way. And we practice it in my class by reading this. Students read it out loud to me using a different verb each week. So this also practices the pronouns I, you, we, they, me, you, us, them, him, her, it, he, she, it. We get all of the pronouns along with the verb study. So the chant goes like this. What about me? I eat anytime. What about you? You eat anytime. What about us? We eat anytime. What about them? They eat anytime. What about him? Now we're going down to, when we answer that question, we have to add an S. He eats anytime. What about her? She eats anytime. What about it? it eats anytime. I just added this sentence for the rhythm, to finish out the rhythm pattern. Everyone knows. I'm going to do it one more time using walk, which is a regular verb. What about me? I walk anytime. What about you? You walk anytime. What about us? We walk anytime. What about them? They walk anytime. What about him? He walks anytime. What about her? She walks anytime. What about it? It walks anytime. And the added sentence, just for fun, everyone knows. Okay, so that's using 1 and 2 in their time. Now, if it's happening right now, by the way, there is a future on the poster which uses form 1. I'm saving that for lesson 6B. We're going to save that one. We're going to go on to form 3 now. Notice it says the third verb form, it needs a helper and it adds ing. Now it may have to double a letter before the ing, but basically this is just adding ing to the verb, no matter what we do to the ending consonant. So I am eating right now, and you are eating right now, and we are eating right now, and they are eating right now, and he is eating right now, and she is eating right now, and it is eating right now. Eating didn't change. The only thing that changed, it had to have a helper. Am for I, are for you, we, they, is for he, she, it. Many students want to leave out the helper. They want to say, I eating right now. But eating, if it doesn't have a helper, is not the verb. So this am and are and is, these are very, very important in English if you're talking about the verb right now. Notice I said right now, not right now. There's a break. Right now. You can say right now, but we don't want to make it that popping sound. Right now. Okay, little pronunciation thrown in there. Okay. Now we've got the first form and the second form, which are anytimes. We've got the third form, which is right now. Now we're going to the fourth and fifth forms, which are in the past. And to do that, I alternate. That means I say in the blue what happened at a more definite time in my mind. In my mind, I'm thinking of a time. Even though I may not say a minute ago, I'm thinking of a time. If I say the brown, I'm talking about it's happened before now or before a certain time, any time before that. So we would use, we'll do walk. Okay, we'll do walk first, in fact, because it's regular. I walked a minute ago, and I have walked before that too. You walked an hour ago, and you have walked before that too. We walked a week ago, and we have walked before that too. They walked a month ago, and they have walked before that too. He walked a year ago, and he has walked before that too. She walked at 2 o'clock, and she has walked before that too. It walked at 5 o'clock, and it has walked before that too. Now, 2 pronunciation notes. Walk ends with a k, which is not vibrating, so to say ed, I just say t. If I had had love, which does vibrate, then it would have been loved. And one like wait ends in a T. It's too close to a D. I would have to say waited for those regular verbs. Also on pronunciation, many students are working on this at 5 o'clock, not at 5 o'clock. or not 5 o'clock, at 5 o'clock. So this is using, the hardest one for irregular would be this page right here, because the spellings are so unique. Let's use an irregular verb to show that. Eat. I ate. Where did that come from? Ate? It was eat. Now it's ate. I ate a minute ago, and I have eaten. Eaten. Where did that come from? Eaten. Ate, eaten. Let me start over. I ate a minute ago, and I have eaten before that too. Now we don't usually say eaten, we say eaten. We kind of swallow it so that it doesn't pop. Eaten, but you still hear it as a separate syllable. One more time. I ate a minute ago, and I have eaten before that too. You ate an hour ago, and you have eaten before that too. We ate a week ago, and we have eaten before that too. They ate a month ago, and they have eaten before that too. He ate a year ago, and he has, we changed to has, he has eaten before that too. She ate at 2 o'clock, and she has eaten before that too. It ate at 5 o'clock, and it has eaten before that too. Okay, one last pronunciation that I notice a lot when people are reading that, they want to say that. Make sure you say that. Get your tongue out a little bit, that, when you say this word right here. Okay, so that covers the 5 forms of a verb. Regular, ed for this one. Irregular, who knows? You have to learn it. So we will be practicing those for a long time. Okay, I didn't go over future, but I will mention it next time. And so that is the end of our video today. And I will try to do the next one with either an idiom or one other special thing at the end. I'm not going to do this one because we're right in the middle of the series. So we'll see you next time. Hope it helps.